Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk about some Power Rangers. That's right. During this past weekend, Power Morphicon was going on. Power Morphicon is like a Power Ranger convention dedicated to Power Rangers, and I've actually been to two. I think this was Power Morphicon 6 that happened. I've been to the very first two Power Morphicons, which felt like it was ages ago. It was actually 2007, which was 11 years ago, and 2010, which was Power Morphicon 2, which was right after RPM ended. I went to both of those. They were both in Los Angeles. It was a fun time, specifically the second one. I think I enjoyed the second time a lot more than the first time. The first time, you can feel that they were just getting started with this convention, trying it out for the first time. It definitely felt like that, but I'm glad I supported it because it allowed them to grow into something bigger where they are today. And that's really cool. They have so much more guests than they had with at that first Power Morphicon. Yeah, I applaud them for that. And while they were down there, a trailer was shown for the Team Up anniversary, the 25th anniversary Team Up episode that will premiere on Power Rangers Ninja Storm on August 28th. That's very soon. That's like next Tuesday, I believe. What's cool about this is that there's a lot of returning members. Now, we knew 3 of the returning members officially from the still that they released, the picture, with Catherine, Tommy, and Wes that were going to be returning. And if you look at this picture here, yeah, that's right. We got a whole bunch of Rangers. Not just 5 Rangers are returning, 10 Rangers are returning. This is crazy. On the right side of the picture, you'll see the Gold Samurai Ranger from Power Rangers Samurai, who I remember very vaguely. There's the Blue Dino Charge Ranger, which I'm unfamiliar with. I do know that the actor who plays that Ranger is related to the actor who plays the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger, so that's pretty cool. Tommy is obviously there as the Green Ranger. We know he's going to be the Black Dino Thunder Ranger as well because they showed an earlier trailer which showed some clips from the Team Up. So we know there's been rumors that he might even transform to all his powers, so that's pretty sweet. Wes is obviously there as the Red Time Force Rangers. Red Time Force Ranger, and then obviously we knew Catherine because she had the Morpher would be the Pink Turbo Ranger, which is interesting because Cassie was the last one who had the Pink Turbo Morpher, but it looks like Kat somehow got her hands on it. Obviously Tommy and Wes, well, I'll get to that a little bit later. Next, on the other side of the legendary team, we have the White Dino Thunder Ranger for Trent, from Power Rangers Dino Thunder, which also involved Tommy as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. Then we got TJ. Yes, we got a Space Ranger in there from Power Rangers in Space, who also used to be the Red Turbo Ranger. He was the one who took over for Tommy, so it's cool that he's back. I'm glad they got a Space Ranger and a Time Force Ranger back. Then we got another Mighty Morphin Ranger. We got Rocky in there. Rocky is going to be the Red Ranger returning, not Jason, who was the original Red Ranger. Jason was last seen in Forever Red, so it's actually pretty cool that they're getting Rocky for this one. Then we got the Yellow Mega Force Ranger. I wonder if she'll transform into the Super Mega Force Ranger. It would only make sense, right? And because she has both powers and one is an upgrade or something like that. And then obviously the Silver RPM Ranger, which is pretty neat because Power Rangers RPM was another great season and the last season that I watched religiously back in the day. So yeah, that's our returning Ranger team. And then obviously in the center you got the Ninja Steel Rangers. So what's cool about this is that 3 of the Rangers returning in this Team Up are Rangers that were already part of 2 of the 3 previous anniversary team-ups. TJ, Wes, and Tommy were in Forever Red and Legendary Battle, and now they'll be part of this team-up. Obviously, once a Ranger had a completely set of Rangers. Adam was the Mighty Morphin Ranger as the Black Ranger in that one. But Yeah, just wanted to point out TJ, Wes, and Tommy are now three Rangers that have been in 3 of the 4 anniversary team ups. Trent coming back is really cool. Any Dino Thunder fans out there? I was a fan of Dino Thunder. Obviously, Tommy mentored him, so it's actually cool that we got 2 Disney seasons out of this. We got this is a good mix of Rangers, unlike the legendary battle, which didn't have no Disney Rangers at all. This actually brought back RPM and Dino Thunder, 2 beloved Disney seasons from the Disney era. And then Space and Time Force, I went through that. Turbo, obviously, Cat, I thought was a cool pick because you could have went with Zeo. So why they went with Turbo, which wasn't even a greatly received season, is interesting to me. But it's just great to see Kat. Maybe it's because the last season we saw her in was Power Rangers Turbo. Maybe they'll show us a little bit that Tommy and Catherine are still together. After all, I heard the comics might be hinting at that. There's going to be like an old man Tommy comic book, which is a graphic novel, which is going to be coming, which I'm into the comics, so I can't wait to check that out. And apparently Catherine and Tommy are married in that comic, so that's going to be sweet for old-time fans who know the lore inside and out. And then obviously the RPM Silver Ranger is interesting because that they weren't tempted to bring back the gold RPM Ranger as well, because they were brother and sister and they were always inseparable. So I can't wait to see how they're going to explain all these Rangers back together again. But this team up is looking fun. The anniversary team ups in particular nowadays are the things that draw back the older fans like myself who grew up with this show. So obviously a lot of the returning Rangers I see here are ones that I'm excited about seeing again. So they definitely, why they brought back Rocky, as I said, instead of Jason, I don't know. Some people believe it's the beef between Austin St. John and Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank kind of put that down to rest and say there's no beef, it's just fans causing drama. Maybe that's true. I hope that's true, that there's no beef. But it would have been nice to see Austin St. John back and see another reunion of Tommy and Jason. But it is going to be nice to see Rocky again, too. I'm not going to lie about that, because out of all the Red Rangers in Forever Red that came for the 10th anniversary team-up, Rocky was the only one that was not included, because Jason was the Red Mighty Morphin Ranger being represented in that team-up, which made sense. So, yeah, sure, let's give Rocky a chance. I would have brought him back as the Blue Zeo Ranger, but fine, let's get him back as the Red Ranger. So, the trailer looked what I thought. It looked good. It looked like Power Rangers, basically. If you're not a fan of the series, it's not going to win you over. But if you are someone that has a nostalgia for the franchise like myself, you are going to be probably excited to check out some of your old favorites kicking some ass together. This doesn't look like it's going to be like wasted opportunity like Megaforce had. I saw that Megaforce episode. That was so terrible how they misused those Rangers coming back. They were just glorified cameos. Hey guys, we're here, and they don't do anything throughout the entire fight. They're just standing there, and then they come back later. Oh yeah, okay, now we gotta go, and then they leave. It was the stupidest, the most pathetic way of using your guest stars. And this one, the trailer looks like there's going to be a lot of action sequences, and it looks like they're going to use a little bit of the comic inspiration by having these Ranger Centuries or whatever they were called in the comics. They're using them in the Shattered Grid storyline right now, where Rangers powers are being copied and used as centuries or something. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, it looks like that's where the inspiration is going to come up from a bit. So tell me your thoughts, everybody, on this team up. What did you think of the trailer? Did you think it looks pretty cool? What are you looking forward to? Do you think there will be some surprise cameos that we might not even know about yet? Maybe some Easter eggs you're looking forward to in the team up? Do you think Lord Drekken will appear? I mean, Jason David Frank is already in the team up. You might as well throw him in there too. Lord Drekken. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge Power Rangers fan. The 25th anniversary is coming out. As you know, Hasbro announced that on August 28th will be National Power Rangers Day. So if you're a huge Power Rangers fan, you're going to be celebrating. I'll be doing a video on that day for sure, because for my love of the franchise. And until then, may the power protect you.